Welcome to Dodgers Daily. Casey Porter here. So glad that you decided to tune in. Fans, today we have a very, very special guest joining Dodgers Daily. Relief pitcher, used to be starter, Nick Frasso joins Dodgers Daily. So, hey, Nick, thank you so much for joining. Excited about this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, man, so let's dive right into the relief. We moved to relief, probably about a month ago. Tell us how that's gone for you.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, I like it. Just had a conversation with the pitching guys, and they thought they saw a pretty good path for me in that role. And yeah, so far it's been so good. I'm liking it.
So let's talk about your stops and starts. You had the UCL injury with the Blue Jays before you came. Is that correct? Is that exactly what that injury was? Yeah, and then once you came to the Dodgers, you've had a couple of stops and starts, including the shoulder last year. So let's kind of start from last year and work your way back and take us through those.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I missed all of last year with a labrum surgery. So I was in Arizona doing all my rehab stuff last year, and yeah, and I'm just happy to be pitching again and getting back out there.
So to start this year, you were like on 2 innings, 2 innings, 2 innings, then 3 innings. It really feels like it was real structured in terms of the way that ramped you up. Would that be accurate? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, definitely there's a pitch count to start the year. I think most guys have a pitch count. Mine was maybe a little bit smaller to start the year, kind of like 2, then 3, 4, yeah, so on. So, yeah, just a slow build, just make sure everything's good and feeling all right, and yeah.
Velo's back around. I know you've hit 100 mile an hour before, but Velo's back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to creep back up, which is good. Obviously, that's something, especially going in the shorter bursts now, something I'm looking to get some more of, and just, yeah, every little mile per hour helps for sure.
So is that something you had a conversation with the Dodgers people about, like, hey, let's not worry about the velo right now, let's wait till it gets a little bit warmer in the summer, or is that just a natural progression?
No, not really. It's just kind of a natural progression. I've been a while, I don't know, kind of maybe took a little time. Obviously, I was throwing more pitches too, so that could have been, but yeah, just kind of slow progression. We're getting there, still working through it, yeah.
Pitching great lately too. I'm assuming you're feeling great, so
appreciate it, yeah.
Talk about your last couple of outings.
Yeah, I mean, which in Albuquerque, I threw 3 times there, I believe.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, that's a tough place.
I know, a tough place to pitch, but I mean, it's fine. Just, yeah, whenever they need me, I'm happy to go out there and throw a few innings, just help the team, yeah.
So you mentioned the short burst and the pin with your crossfire, with the way that you deliver, your extension, that kind of thing. That has to really make your stuff play up. So can you talk about how that has helped you in terms of making your stuff play up, move to the pin?
I mean, yeah, it's just, I guess in terms like you know you're going an inning or two, and when you're starting, obviously you don't want to be like, oh, I got to go 5, whatever it is, but like just knowing that you have 20 to maybe 40 pitches just kind of puts you in that mindset of just, all right, like let's let everything go, let's rip it and just kind of see what happens. But yeah.
Was it a hard adjustment not having the hour or so before the game to get ready, to get loose and all that?
Definitely weird. I wouldn't say it was super hard, but definitely weird. And I've been a starter now for so long. It's like a completely different routine. So just kind of getting comfortable with that and like when to throw and like kind of you gotta obviously be locked in, like maybe start throwing some plyos a little bit early and just kind of, yeah. So I've kind of figured out a pretty good routine so far, but it's definitely a little awkward the first week or so, yeah.
So would you say you're 100% back?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. I don't feel super restricted or anything, and I feel pretty confident out there again. So just continuing to stack those outings, and yeah.
Fastball, slider, change, that's still the mix?
Yeah.
So kind of take us through how you're sequencing and your mix with the way things are right now, and how you're approaching getting hitters out at AAA level.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been like a pretty fastball heavy guy. I wouldn't say that's changed a ton, but definitely trying to get more off-speed usage, sliders, just to kind of get them off the fastball, and 'cause they've kind of been on fastball changeup. Just trying to throw some more sliders, get them to visualize that, and then heater changeup are always solid options later in the count for sure.
So do you try to locate your slider to specific spots, or do you just let it rip?
Depends. I mean, most of the time I'm just kind of letting it rip. Obviously, to righties, like I want it more on the outer half of the plate than not really a backup slider. But just, yeah, for the most part, I'm just letting it rip. Yeah.
Just kind of watching your last 4 or 5 outings, I would imagine you're probably the happiest with your slider because it's been located very well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been solid. It's something we worked on. It wasn't quite in the spot we wanted to earlier in the year, and the coaches kind of challenged me to just throw it harder and harder, and I think it's helped me for sure.
Yeah, let's go ahead and back up all the way back to the trade from Toronto in case people haven't seen the first time that we had our conversation. I know you had a great experience in Toronto. You were part of the Mitch White trade. So kind of take us through what that experience was like for you and your time as a Dodger just over as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy. It's always like weird to get like traded, you know. You're with the same people every day. That's kind of like all you know at the time. Obviously, I was only on the Blue Jays, so then getting traded, you just kind of got to pick up and leave kind of just immediately, and you got to meet a bunch of new people and new coaches, staff, teammates, like everything. It's just like a little, it's kind of crazy at first, but obviously once you get here and you meet everyone, this place is awesome, and yeah, really enjoy it.
So you just saw Jack Little get to the taxi squad this last weekend.
Yeah.
You've seen Landon Knack, Justin Wrobleski, all these guys go up and down. How do you keep from sitting in the bullpen now that especially now you're a starter, and not just sit there thinking what it would be like to be a major leaguer? How do you keep from going there?
Oh, I mean, of course, like you think about it, like that's always the goal, and like always will be the goal and stuff. And I mean, that's what we strive to do, to hopefully get there and help those guys out one day. So I mean, it's definitely on the mind, but like you got to focus on what you're doing here too, obviously, and just focus on these outings, obviously. Yeah.
So right now, Nick Frasso, tell us what you feel like you're doing well enough to be a consistent major leaguer, and also tell us what things you think you need to work on the most.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously coming back, there's a little bit of a period just kind of getting back into it, but I mean, out there, I mean, I feel pretty confident again. I feel like I'm pretty close to where I want to be in terms of everything. Everything feels good. The command feels good. And yeah, when the command's there, I usually feel pretty confident about myself. And I mean, there's always stuff to work on. You can go ask my pitching coaches right now, and he'd have a list for you, and like whether it's command, pitch shape, holding run, like, you know, there's always something. So there's always stuff you can get better with.
Yeah,
for sure.
DA's amazing at breaking down those analytics.
Oh yeah,
isn't he?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of fun questions before we get out of here, Nick. First of all, last time I talked to you, you could still dunk.
Yes.
We still there?
Confirmed.
Can you say that out loud? Will the Dodgers fine you for that?
Yeah, I can confirm.
Okay.
I won't say how, but
okay,
we can still do it.
We still have it on the camera roll and all that for confirmation?
Oh yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Absolutely. You did a windmill dunk in high school or something like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so that's fun question number one. Fun question number two, I know you're a golfer, so I got to know your best round of golf. What is your average score, and what is your best club?
Oh, I'm not a very good golfer.
Oh, no, okay.
I'll get out there. I'll get out there and have a good time with my buddies. I'm just kind of there to have some fun. I'm pretty bad. I'll shoot like in the mid-90s. I'm not very good, but I have a blast out there. It's always fun.
So scramble, are you the guy who putts first? Are you the guy that putts last? Or are you the guy that tries to hit the drive in the middle? Or are you the guy that
I'll go first and just hopefully it's in play, and then the other guys could go after it a little bit.
Okay, Nick Frasso, this has been a lot of fun. So just wrap this up with overall thoughts about where you're at.
I mean, yeah, obviously new role. Still, I think this is my 4th week doing it, so still just kind of getting a good feel with that. But I feel pretty good with where we're at, and just hopefully continue to pitch well, and just enjoy the time with the boys. Enjoy being able to play again for sure.
All right, thanks a lot, Nick Frasso.
Yeah, appreciate it.